Articles Part 1 was about the definite and indefinite articles. And I hope the previous video was a little helpful to you. And today I brought the part 2 of the lesson as I promised. My dear students, welcome to our new lesson, Articles Part 2. In this lesson, we are going to learn no articles. My dear students, in the previous lesson I told you that there are two types of articles, but today I say there are three. You might say, what? Yes, and that third one is no article. Idea of no or zero article. There are some situations when we do not use any article, a and the, before a noun. We just put a cross mark in the blank space while solving any exercises with articles. That is called no article or zero article. Before we start the lesson, students, let us have a small review of our previous lesson. Here in the diagram, you can see countable, non-countable nouns with articles. Students, you can see this is noun. Nouns are of two kinds, now countable and non-countable. And countable nouns are of two types, singular and plural. Singular nouns, if they are non-specific, we use a or an before them. If the singular noun are specific, we use the. And if the plural countable noun is specific, we use the. Or if the plural countable noun is non-specific, we do not use any article or zero article. And if the non-countable noun is non-specific, we don't use article. And if it is specific, we use the. That means the definite article. So what do we see here? If the noun is specific, we use the before it. Another diagram, that is, here you can see article a and the. Use a or an for one out of many. That means for only one noun, singular, you will use a or an. And you will use the for a specific item. Example, the umbrella in the bag, or the cat in the tree. Here you can see that the umbrella is a specific umbrella which is in the bag. So we are using the for the specific umbrella or the specific cat which is in the tree. Okay, come to indefinite articles. Use a when the noun begins with a consonant. Example, a bag, a cat. Exceptions. We have exceptions too. That is when the vowel u sounds like y-o-u-u. Then, such as a university, a utensil. When this u sounds like y-o-u, that means sounds like y at first, it takes a before it. Use an when the noun begins with a vowel. Example, an apple, an umbrella. Exception. When the consonant h is silent, then what do we do? Example, an hour, an honor. You can see h is not pronounced here. So that is why we do not use a. We use an because it sounds like a vowel. Rule number 1. Here at first you can see examples before non-specific uncountable nouns. So I told you in the previous class that which are uncountable nouns. The nouns which we cannot count, like 1, 2, 3 or 4. So here you see, I need a bowl of rice. Here bowl is a indefinite. That means what? It's not specific bowl, any bowl. That's why we use indefinite article before the bowl. And in the second example, I like the rice in this restaurant. That means what? I do not like any rice. I like the rice of this restaurant. That is why we are using the definite article. So here below you see, I eat rice every day. Here we use no article, the cross mark, because rice here is an uncountable noun. I saw him buy milk and well from the store. Here milk and well are uncountable. You cannot say one milk, two milk, or one well, two well. So these are uncountable nouns. We were assigned homework by our teacher. So here also we see the use of uncountable noun. Mother is going to cook lentil tonight. Lentil is also an uncountable noun. The no article usually occurs in the following cases: with plural and uncountable nouns, general meaning. That means what? When it is just like dogs eat more than cats. It's any dogs, all kinds of dogs eat more than any kinds of cats, any cats. So here dog and cat are generalized. Cars, people. People usually choose newer models of cars. Okay, we used no article before people and no article before cars. Life, water. Water is life. So there is no the water is the life. We did not use like that. So water and life does not take any article before them. Abstract nouns. Education, happiness, music, honesty. See here the example, honesty is the best policy. So honesty did not take any article. We did not say the honesty is the best policy. Everything is fair in love and war. So love is an uncountable noun, an abstract noun. So it did not take any article before it. No article or zero article with singular countable nouns. People, that means proper noun. You see here Sanjida, Raisa, Rabindranath Tagore does not take any article before them. Places, Jupiter, Russia, Bangkok, Heathrow Airport, Cambridge University, Kamlapur Railway Station. Streets, Oxford Street, Wall Street, Park Street. Languages, Bangla, English, Russian, Hindi. Academic subjects, mathematics, chemistry, physics. So all these things do not take any article before them. Days and months. Tuesday, December does not take any article before them. Routine places, in bed, at home, to school, university, to work, to church, to hospital, jail. If you are in these places, these are routine places, you do not use any article before them. Movement or transport, on foot, by car, by bus, by air. You do not use any article before them. That means just like I had a journey by bus. Or I can say the goods are coming by air. Newspaper headlines, notices, user guides, such as plane crashes on house. This is a newspaper headline. Keep area clean. This is a kind of notice. Insert battery. This is user guides or user guidelines. So we did not use any article before them. Sports and games. We do not use an article when talking about sports and games. Examples: let's go and play basketball. Badminton is an indoor game. He loves to play table tennis. Noun plus number. Do not use article before noun plus number. Like that. Platform number 3, room number 7, page number 44. See the examples. You will be leaving from gate 5 on the eastern concourse. The laboratory is in room 6 on the 3rd floor. We do not use article before meals, such as breakfast, lunch, dinner. Do not use article before the names of meals if they refer to the meals generally as a part of the daily routine. Examples: they invited some friends to dinner. We had beef curry for lunch. I want breakfast sharp at 6 a.m. We did not say they invited some friends to the dinner or the lunch or the breakfast. No article before home. Do not use article before the word home if there is no adjective or descriptive phrase preceding it. See, we went home. He is at home. Please feel at home. But when there is any adjective preceding home, we use an article. How is that? We arrived at the bride's home. This is a cozy home for my kitten. So here we used bride's adjective before the word home, and here we used cozy before the word home. So that is why it took article before it. Otherwise, just before home, we do not use any article. Before the names of diseases, we do not use any article, such as cholera has broken out in our area. He is suffering from cancer. Typhoid killed the man. There are some exceptions too. See, the diseases mentioned below takes the definite article before them, which I already told you in the previous lesson. The gout, the flu, the mumps, the measles, these diseases take article before them. Before holidays, we do not use any article. Christmas. 25th December is Christmas. Easter is a public holiday. Muslims meet relatives and friends on Eid al-Fitr. Bangladeshi shopkeepers open fresh account books on Pahela Boishakh. The next rule is about before the word information. It is an uncountable noun, so we do not use any article before it. I need information about him. We do not say I need the information about him or I need an information about him. Before Allah or any God. Allah has created the universe. God is great. We do not say the God is great. We say God is great. No article before the complements of factitive verbs. So you might ask, what is a factitive verb? Here is the definition. A factitive verb doesn't make complete sense by mentioning its object, but requires some complement to be added after the object. So, nominate, elect, select, make, appoint, crown, choose. These are the examples of factitive verbs. You can see he was nominated Imam. You might ask, who nominated him? So another complement is needed here, by the local leaders. So in that way, factitive verbs does not make the complete sense with the object. They need another complement to make the complete sense. So here we did not use article before the complement of the factitive verb. They elected me what? They elected me captain. So we did not use any article before captain. I selected you translator for my book. We made him chairman. Salam was appointed CEO of the company. The prince was crowned. You chose me companion for the expedition. We do not use articles before geographical locations such as countries, cities, towns, continents, and single mountains. Examples: we visited Lake Baikal. I saw Mount Fuji from the airplane. She loves visiting Asia. She traveled to China last year. They live in California. He stayed in Paris for a week last year. Saint Martin's is my favorite island. Acronyms. We do not use acronyms article when the acronym is pronounced as a word, such as NASA, NATO, SAARC, ASEAN. But there are exceptions. If the acronym letters are pronounced individually, we use an article, such as the UN. Here you see the U and N both are pronounced individually, so we will use the before it. The EU, the US, the UK. Next rule is about when we visit a place for the primary purpose it is used for, we do not use articles. Examples: I am going to stadium to watch a cricket match. I go to market to buy toiletries once in a month. See here, people go to stadium to watch cricket match. This is the primary purpose, to go to a stadium, and we go to market to buy things. So this is the primary purpose, to go to the market. That's why we did not use any article before it. But if these places are visited for purposes that they are not meant for, we use the. Example: I go to the gym to pick my husband from there. See, people go to gym to exercise, but I went there, or I go there to pick my husband. So this is not the primary purpose of going to a gym, and that is why we have to use the before gym. Father came to the varsity to pay my fees. We go to the varsities to study, but Father came there for another purpose. He came to pay my fees. That is why we need to use the before the place, varsity. So students, you can see that correct use of article is very important, because the right use or wrong use may change the meaning of any sentence. See the examples here. I have few books. That means I have almost no books, very little. I have a few books. That means I have a minimum number of books. And I have the few books. That means what? I have all these few books. That means I do not have any other book than this. That is why it means all of the few books that you see. So here at first we use no article, then use the indefinite article, then use the definite article, and the change of meaning is very subtle, and with the use of each article the meaning of the sentences are changing. Say for example, I have little money to spend. That means I have almost no money. I have a little money to spend. That means I have a minimal amount of money. I have the little money to spend. That means this is the all of the money that I have. So I have set a number of sentences here so that we can revise what we learned today. You can see at a glance. Number 1, cars can be dangerous. We did not use article before cars. We seldom see courage like that. Courage is an abstract noun, so we did not use any article here. I could see clouds in the sky. I could see clouds in the sky. There was well in the doorstep. You know, well is an uncountable noun. I gave it to Pari. Pari is a proper noun, so we do not use any article before it. She arrived in Dhaka yesterday. Dhaka is the name of a place. Do you speak French? French is the name of a language. He is good at tennis. Tennis is the name of a sport and game. People will travel to Mars soon. Mars is the name of a place. He is in room 45. Here noun plus number. We do not use any article before noun plus number. Please turn to page 67. Here it is just like number 10. Number 12, she is in bed. It is a place. And are you at home? We do not use any article before home, you know that. They took her to hospital is the name of a place. Hospital is the name of a place, so we do not use any article. I'm leaving town tomorrow by car. And I go to school by bus. We usually meet on Monday. November is quite cold. So you see, we did not use any article before November because it's the name of a month. It's one of the days of the week. So in that way, we did not use any article before these words. So now it is the time for test that I told you. I announced earlier that I am going to take one test from you. So here it is. Students, please pause the video and try to guess the answers. Take pen and paper to answer the test. and at the end of the video I comment below about your score. I just want to see that if you have learned well or not. Here is the answer. The marks is 20. So tell me how much you got out of 20. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.